BTS, also known as the Bangtan Boys, is the boy band from South Korea taking the world by storm. After raking in the money, the group bought a $6.5 million apartment, and here's how it looks inside. We know you just can't wait to see this video, but take about 2 seconds and click on the subscribe button and subscribe to this channel. BTS is ruling the world with their music. BTS is obviously the richest and hottest boy band phenomenon on the planet. They have also become the fastest group since the Beatles to hit #1 on the US charts 4 times in less than 2 years. According to Forbes, the group earned $57 million in 2019 alone and have already hit another $50 million in just 6 months in 2020. With all that cash, the young millionaires would want a nice lavish house of their own, and that's exactly what they did. They went ahead and purchased a swanky new $6.5 million apartment in Seoul, located in the poshest address in the entire country. BTS's new $6.5 million home. BTS's new home costs $6.5 million, is located in the center of Seoul's wealthiest neighborhood called The Hill. The entire area is like a who's who in Seoul and is home to actors, music executives, and wealthy business people. It was 𝐤𝐤𝐤𝐞, founder of Big Hit Entertainment, who manages the band, who signed a rental contract for the suite in November 2017. The stars moved into their new home in December 2017. The entire exclusive complex consists of 600 units sprawled across 32 buildings. Since the group loves to live together, they share a spacious and luxurious apartment that spans across 3,229 square feet. Their complex gives them access to a gym, a golf course, a swimming pool, and medical care 24/7 whenever they need it. The group said the reason they moved in here was because of the convenient location and the top security provided by the apartment complex. The boy band have been sharing space since they first started out. It is quite rare for Korean bands and musicians to live together like BTS is doing. Most others live separately or with band members of their choice, but BTS has no qualms about sharing space, and since they have 3 bedrooms, including a master bedroom, 2 bathrooms, 2 kitchens, and a living room, it means the 7-member group is sharing the space mutually. After all, they are a bunch of young guys who just want to have fun. There was a time they were all sharing one room during their early days of struggling as upcoming artists. In case you don't know their names, it is Jin, Suga, Jungkook, V, RM, Jimin, and JHope. Now, how exactly does the apartment of 7 young music stars look? The army would love to know, right? They love the security. The boys unanimously chose this apartment because of various reasons. The entire complex is adorned with lush landscaping outside, with interiors fitted with the most impenetrable security systems. Safety was one of the prime concerns for these boys. Now they have enough space, luxury, and privacy, with complete security away from the prying eyes of the outside world and boisterous fans. The apartment shows finesse and sophistication. The beautiful apartment suite overlooks the beautiful Han River and Mount Namsan. It has a huge living room, and the moment you enter the apartment, you may be surprised and wonder if at all you're in a pad owned by a young pop band. Don't expect to find funky wall coloring, outrageous paintings and colors on the walls, or some crazy colored ceiling. This group has finesse, and the apartment shows it. Wandering around the living room, you can't help noticing a few chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. Man, who would think these guys love chandeliers? The entire atmosphere oozes a glow and warmth, enhanced by the ivory color tones from the marble floor to the ceiling. The oak and pine wood paneling makes you feel as if you're in some super deluxe hotel. The BTS apartment is very minimalistic in terms of decor, and you're not going to find much furniture, but that's a good thing, because I don't think these guys will have time to clean and maintain it. They're too busy making money. They have 2 kitchens. There's a kitchen that extends into a mini kitchen fitted with induction cooktops and a dishwasher. This means if one kitchen is busy, the boys can use the other one since both kitchens are interconnected. If you take a walk along the kitchen, you'll find an Irish table jutting out in the centre of the room. There is also a wine fridge, I guess they love drinking the stuff, an oven and a sink. You can see how the main kitchen opens into the smaller kitchen with another sink and is more of a multi-purpose room. They all share each other's rooms sometimes. There are 3 different sized bedrooms, 2 small and 1 large master bedroom, which we suppose is used by JHope and other members. Maybe they all bunk it out in one room, sharing their ideas for their next hit. Before their meteoric rise, they were all sharing dorm rooms with bunk beds when they started out way back in 2013.
But we see people are showing some solidarity, consideration, and support for each other.
This was crazy, but they stayed close, and probably this made them bond well enough to now share accommodation like their new sprawling apartment. As their careers progressed, so did their living arrangements. It has been 2 years now that the group has been living in this apartment together, and they seem to get along quite well. They may not live together in the future, but for now, they certainly will because it's convenient for the group to plan their travel and rehearsal schedules. The Terrace. In the new home, it seems the sharing arrangements have changed a bit where Jimin and 𝐤𝐤𝐤𝐞 share a room. There is a nice terrace running alongside the apartment which can be accessed directly from the boys' room. The terrace is cool, with views of the sprawling lawns, gardens and trees below. Entering the bathroom, you might wonder if you're not in some posh luxury hotel because every fixture seems to be made of marble. It's the polished wooden floors in this room that are beautiful too, in case you haven't noticed them. JHope prefers sharing with Jimin. Jimin has always shared a room with JHope right from the time the guys started out as a band. Although I guess in this large house it doesn't matter who shares with who. JHope says he really likes Jimin's sleeping habits and falls asleep instantly the moment his head hits the bed. Sometimes Jimin and JHope share a room with V, while 𝐦𝐭 bunks out with RM. Large spacious bathrooms. Here we have the bathroom, and as usual, it's all very posh with a large bathtub and a spacious bathing area. The walls are all fitted with wooden cabinets, and if you don't fail to notice that here too, the dominant colour is warm ivory. This looks like a small room on its own, and most probably the guys chill out here too when the creative bug hits them. Upstairs to Taehyung and Namjoon's room. Okay folks, let's go upstairs. Now, that's a beautiful carpeted staircase, and it leads right up to a lobby-type common area before we enter Taehyung and Namjoon's room. Oh, that's V and RM, and in case you didn't know, the entire floor here is pretty much the same, except you can't help noticing the light is a shade dimmer, changing the entire ambience to an orangey, rejuvenating glow. The bathrooms here are the same too, although they look slightly smaller than the ones downstairs. They have houses of their own. While BTS owns this $6.5 million apartment, they individually own other properties as well. 4 of the 7 members also have their apartments. JHope was the first member to independently buy a property of his own. His apartment is a 1,000 square feet luxury condo in the famous Terrace apartment complex, which cost him $1.4 million. The complex features apartments built in luxurious hotel-style rooms with 7-star amenities. Jungkook went ahead and bought his very own apartment in 2018, costing $1.74 million, which, hold your breath, he paid for in cash. These apartments are often called the mini celebrity towns, as many K-pop idols and stars live there. Jungkook has bought another flat in the nearby area for his parents as well. Not to be outdone, Jin has gone and purchased a second apartment in the Hills complex, which is almost 2,200 square feet and cost him a whopping $2 million. Sugar, too, purchased a $4 million home in another posh residential area of Seoul, famous for its celebrity status. So, that's it. Now, as an ARMY fan, you know how your favourite BTS lives. We don't know if they will live here forever, but as of now, it is their cool pad they call home. If you liked this video, there is another one waiting for you just as enticing, and when you finish, don't forget to subscribe to this channel.